Sometimes I have higher ratio. I had like the maximum I did was like 35, 1 to 35, but it's
1 to 35?
Yeah, because I just use a 3 pip stop loss or 4.
Chào mừng các bạn quay trở lại Em Invest, mình là Minh. Và ở trong video ngày hôm nay mình lại có một nhân vật nữa rất là muốn chia sẻ, rất là muốn giới thiệu các bạn. Và đây là một bạn trader rất là trẻ tuổi đến từ nước ngoài. Và cái phong cách đánh của bạn ý là một cái phong cách đánh mà mình nghĩ là thực sự rất là an toàn. Thứ nhất là bạn sử dụng những cái công cụ rất là mới, những công cụ rất là hiện đại. Và thứ hai là những cái kỷ luật của bạn là những cái điều mà bạn đã làm được trong khoảng thời gian rất là dài. Và nên nhớ trước đấy bạn ấy cũng như chúng ta, bạn ấy có những cái sai lầm, bạn ấy có những cái điều mà bạn ấy cần phải cải thiện. Nhưng đến thời điểm hiện tại thì tất cả mọi thứ đã thay đổi hơn rất là nhiều với những cái tâm thế mới, với những cái câu chuyện mới. Và ở trong ngày hôm nay thì mình giới thiệu các bạn trader đó. So hi, can you give the viewer a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes. So I'm Romain, I'm from France. I started trading 2 years ago.
And now you are a full-time trader. And
yes.
How did you enter this market?
Well, it's pretty stupid. I found advertising on Snapchat from an influencer who was actually selling some signals. So yeah, I make a trading account. I got contacted by an account manager, and yeah, that's how it started. He introduced me into the forex market.
Yeah, and how are you feeling about this market? Is it a very difficult one for you to learn and to understand it? It's pretty easy nowadays to learn it, but the hardest part is psychology, because you can only learn it from experience, and also learning, but mostly experience. So that's the hardest part. But basically, you can. I'm learning how to trade with videos and books. So just only on the YouTube and the TikTok or any social media?
Yeah, YouTube only for learning. Sometimes I found some interesting pages on Instagram that just give you pictures of trades, you know, trade analyzing. Trade analysis.
Yeah. Vậy thì bạn ấy vừa giới thiệu một chút những cái thông tin về bản thân như các bạn đã thấy. Và đây thực sự là những cái điều mà mình nghĩ là rất ít khi chúng ta có cơ hội gặp gỡ của bạn trader nước ngoài. Nên là trong phần tiếp theo thì mình sẽ tiếp tục hỏi bạn cái phong cách đánh của bạn ấy là như thế nào. Và tất cả những cái trải nghiệm bạn ấy từ trong cái hành trình khi bạn là người mới bước chân vào thị trường, bạn đã có những cái vất vả gì, bạn có những cái khó khăn gì. So, as the first time when you entered this market, what is the most difficult for you?
It was analyzing, actually. I was trying to trade with real money and I didn't know how to analyze. I was struggling with, I didn't even know if I should buy or sell at that time. I was really there because once again, I was coming from advertising from Snapchat. So from people who actually have a good academy, not only channels, but they try to analyze with you. They do live analyzing. They really try to make you a trader.
And about the trading strategy, what are you using now?
Now I'm using part of my strategy is a smart money concept, and I use demand and supply zones, liquidity pools, and buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, and that's how I choose my take profits from there. For direction, I use a daily time frame and 4 hours time frame, and for confirmation and entry, 15 minutes and 1 minute for entry.
About the smart money concept, here is a very new concept here in Vietnam. Yeah. So can you give the viewer more detail about that? You can do it on your phone or on something like that.
Oh yeah, I can show from TradingView from my phone. So here we are on the daily time frame, and as you can see, I have a supply area over here where the market reacted pretty well. So I want to keep selling because it's overall bearish, and now I go on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see that I already have some trade over here, and I will go on the lower time frame to continue on the direction. So here, as you can see, on the 15-minute time frame, we saw a big bullish move after the news CPI, and me, I was looking for a sell at this area, and I enter actually here at this point. After having confirmation on the 1 minute time frame, I saw that liquidity got grabbed over here, so I was entering, actually it was over here before the Asian session starts. and we got a pretty nice move and 122 pips at my take profit. And that's pretty much it. I put my take profit at this demand zone, and it actually reached this one, and now it's just pulled back. And my indicators actually, it's this one, ATR, and that's it. I don't use other indicator. I also used here we have area of imbalance that makes me want to sell to fill up the price gap, and that's pretty much it now for this analyzing of AUD USD.
Yeah. So, do you have any suggestion or any of your idea about how to find the most important supply and demand zone?
Always look on the higher time frame.
Yeah. What time frame? 4 hours?
I even start with weekly. Sometimes I even have to go to monthly, but mostly it's weekly, daily, and then I choose my order block for daily and 4 hours. I mean order block by supply and demand. That's the demand zone, for example.
Yeah.
I just look on the higher time frame, and I call them my point of interest. And so now, for example, I have a new demand zone. I'm not gonna keep selling. I'm just gonna keep buying from
this zone.
From this zone.
Yeah.
I would just buy and look to continue higher, because that's how I see it's going. And or if my mind change, I would be able to sell from here, but I don't think it's a good idea, because for me this demand is not really valid. It's just gonna keep higher and higher for the moment for me. So it's overall still bullish for me on the daily time frame, but on the weekly it looks more bearish.
Yeah, and another question for you. I see that you come to the 1 minute time frame to find an entry, right?
Yeah.
Then I see that in the 1 minute time frame, the price movement is very high, and the volatility is very high.
It's very volatile.
Yeah. And about the full breakout, how do you avoid that?
I wait for the liquidity to be grabbed. I wait for liquidity grab, so I would not basically I'm not supposed to. This is a liquidity grab here, so I would not try to sell some zones. Like here, I would not sell. Now let's put a 3 minutes time frame to see overall. I would not be selling in this area. It's just liquidity, and you know that you're gonna get stopped out because of the liquidity grab. So I have to be really patient, wait for my trade, and not to miss the opportunity, because I want to have a smaller, tighter stop loss. So if I want to enter here, I have to just wait on the chart.
So what about the very long candlestick here?
This one, it was because of the news actually. So we got a big move, the news, and everyone gets stopped out actually here at the liquidity grab after this retracement. So yeah, I just have to wait and be really careful not to miss my entry, because here I had a 7 pips stop loss. So it's mostly waiting and being patient and entering in the right moments, so that then you can catch all the move and to have 18 risk reward. But I basically close half of the profit over here at this candle, at this smaller time frame order block over here, because I had higher chance to have a big move on the upside from here. So I closed half of my profit, especially because here was essentiation, so it was night already. I don't like to keep my too much of volume size at night, but I keep still a runner until here. I like to keep some runners, like 25% left for running, to just increase my my risk reward ratio.
So normally the stop loss for you is around 70 pips, even higher.
Basically, it's 5 to 15. So
5 to 15.
10. 10 most of the time.
Just only 10 pips for the stop loss.
Sometimes.
Is it too tight?
Well, I would take basically more losses. It decrease my win rate, but increase my risk to reward ratio.
Yeah. So what about your risk reward ratio?
I try to have it minimum 5.
5.
Sometimes I can have much more. 10 to 15.
So the take profit will be 50 pip for the stop loss of 10 pips, right?
Yeah, something like that. I look most of the time I see that my trades they go 50 pips and then they just go in the other way, which I don't like. So I try to keep my last take profit at 100 pips or more. But most of the time I just close at 50 pips, 75% of the profit. Sometimes I have higher ratio. I had like the maximum I did was like 35, 1 to 35, but it's
1 to 35.
Yeah, because I just use a 3 pips stop loss or 4. And then it just kick in and I just keep it and I have a crazy reward.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen every day and you cannot, if you expect it every day, you're just gonna keep losing money. So 5 to 10 is good, 5 to 8. But this one was 1 to 18. But I think it was more like 1 to 15 because I'm not very accurate with the between where I enter with the MT4, MT5 and where I enter with the TradingView.
Yeah, okay.
1 to 15 still was good.
Ok. Đó, vậy thì chúng ta vừa mới được chia sẻ một câu chuyện bạn ấy về phong cách đánh thì có thể tóm tắt lại như sau: bạn sử dụng Smart Money Concept với những ý tưởng rất là mới về liquidity pool, về nói chung là về footprint, và những chỉ báo bạn sử dụng không có quá là nhiều như chúng ta ví dụ chúng ta sử dụng những cái đường MA, chúng ta sử dụng RSI, chúng ta sử dụng rất là nhiều chỉ báo, nhưng mà gần như bạn chỉ gọi là xem những cái diễn biến trên thị trường. Và một điều mình cảm thấy khá là thích đấy chính là cái tỷ lệ risk and reward của bạn rất là cao, nhiều khi nó lên đến 35 đến 30, nhưng mà cái stop loss bạn ấy quá là ngắn, 5 pip, 3 pip hay là 10 pip. Đấy là một cái điều mà mình nghĩ chúng ta rất đáng để học hỏi. So here in Vietnam and just about my trading strategy, I normally put my stop loss around 50 to 70 pips. Yeah, not as tight as you do, 3 pip or 5 pip is also crazy.
All right, but you're talking about gold. So that's
correct.
Different. You could compare it to 7 pips. So it's pretty tight still.
So do you have any advice for traders when they want to hold their position for a longer profit?
It's better to close partials, which I always do, because if you want to keep full position, you're gonna have more stress. I think it's more for advanced traders, and you can also lose all your profits, which I don't like. So I like to pay myself off when it's the right time at a certain area. I just break even and close 50%, sometimes 30%. It depends on where is my take profit, but I close around 50% of the profit. And I let the runner go, so I'm free of mine. I already made my profit, and then the rest is just a bonus. That's how I can manage to keep my trades running on the long take profit.
Yeah.
I set my profit to liquidity pools and demand zone and supply compared to like it's called buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity.
So it's kind of you do the trailing stop here, and the price move up, you put the stop loss higher there.
Also, yeah, I change my stop loss to break even. Stop win also. Stop win if I can, but most of the time break even. If I keep my trade as a swing, then I would even stop win.
Yeah. So what is the most profitable trade do you have? I mean in pips.
In pips with
1,000 pips?
Less. Yeah, because I setting, but I still my trade. There are most of my trade. It's day trading. I don't do swing, so I would say it's 200 or 250. And then my trades keep going, but I'm already out after 200.
Yeah.
1,000 I never did, but it can bring a lot of money.
So you are happy with that profit?
Yeah, for sure.
And close and find another trade.
Yeah, but 250 pips is already a lot. It's even when you get some news, it can happen in just few minutes. But it's more a bit gambling. Like I don't take it as a serious trade. But I don't remember exactly what was my maximum. But I have the maximum risk reward was actually 1 to 35, and the pips I don't even know. I got some screenshots though.
Yeah.
To keep for myself to keep memorizing what I do and keep learning from my mistakes. So I always take screenshots from TradingView.
So what about your biggest loss?
About in terms of money?
No, in pips.
In pips. I don't know. At the beginning, it was so much. I could not count it. Maybe it was at the beginning maybe 300 pips.
300.
just like I was just not using a stop loss, just letting it go because I was afraid. I was closing my profit early, keeping my losses running. So I had no idea what is risk reward ratio, what is break even, or what is I didn't even know how to count to calculate my size, my lot size, and I didn't know how to take 1% risk per trade. I was more like YOLO, like 10%, and I see how it goes, and it was pretty bad.
Okay. So, what is your feeling at that time? You feel nervous or feel something like that?
Very nervous, maybe pretty depressed also, because it was huge amount of money, and I wish I was doing demo or smaller accounts. I had a lot of emotion because I had a lot of invested money.
So now everything is totally different.
Yeah. I still take sometimes stress when I trade. I still have some stress, but it's a different one. It's like it's the basic. It's just the basic one, and it still affect my trading, my results. No, I don't have this kind of emotion that I used to have, and it's good. A good trader should not have much emotion. You should not feel excited about trading too much. Sometimes, if you have good profit, but every day you should not get excited every time you have a good running trade. You should take it easy, otherwise it's gonna return on you about the losses, and you're not gonna control your trades, because managing the trades is really important too. It's part of the success as a trader, to know how to manage the trade, when to close partials, and if you should add up another position in the same trade when you find another opportunity. It's many things like this. So managing is very important.
Yeah, it's okay. So another question: do you have any idea about taking the ProFirm account or taking ProFirm challenges?
I do. Yeah, I have a account with FTMO.
Yeah,
and also MyForex Fund.
So could you show that account for the viewer to view it?
Yeah, sure thing. So here I'm gonna show you my FTMO account, 100K challenge. So I start with AUD/CAD trade, loads 17. Actually, it was not going well, so I just closed it early. It bring me 1.5%, and then Euro GPY make 3% or so. And I was always taking 1% risk, and I just had to close my profit early because it was running good, and they only asked me 5% to pass.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fast, and then I had to use small lots to wait the 5 days minimum of the challenge. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So you keep follow the 1% risk
rule always. Yeah.
So first of all, when I look into that account, I see that the 70 lot is way too much for that account. But it's okay for the 1%.
It looks too much, but it was actually 1% because my stop loss was small because of my strategy. So I can even use 20 to 25 lots if I risk 1%, 1.5%. But I usually just do 1% or 0.5%. And the lot size was big, but my risk was correct, and I could close it early and still pass the challenge fast.
Yeah.
And I did all the challenge also with my Forex funds.
Vậy có rất là nhiều điều mà mình đã hỏi được bạn ý, vậy chia sẻ với bạn ý. Vậy thì có cái điều mà mình nghĩ là mình cần phải hỏi bạn ý nữa, đấy chính là cái công việc hàng ngày của bạn sẽ như thế nào, và cái lộ trình hàng ngày để bạn có thể phân tích cũng như là có thể mở một cái lệnh ở trong thời điểm hiện tại là như thế nào. So can you tell me about your trading plan, your daily trading plan or daily trading checklist, anything you do before entering a trade?
Alright, sure. Yeah, I can show you on my list.
Yeah.
I have training reminders and stuff. So first thing is my trading rules. So I have first thing, I should not revenge or FOMO trade. That's the most important one. And always check the news before I open a trade. And of course make an analysis, just not like jumping into a trade. I should never do that. I should always make technical analysis before trading. And then all the rest, I don't know if I should read. It's a long one.
So can you move to the trading reminder and trading checklist?
Also, I have 1% per trade risk maximum and a daily down drawn by 3% maximum. After that, I should stop. and I basically take 2 or 3 trades a day, sometimes just 1 or nothing. I have just some trading reminders about what I should do or not, and my session time, and why I lost this trade. Was it in my trading plan, stuff like that. And I have an entry checklist. So I should have. I wait for most of the time a liquidity grab and a break of structure and change of character before to entry, to have another confirmation about my entry, and then I will wait for a retracement, and then I will enter here in the 1 minute time frame. After a break of structure and a change of character. I also like after a consolidation, most of the time there is a liquidity grab, so that's why I like to enter not into the consolidation, because it will make me take a loss most of the time. Then I have some vocabulary just to remind myself, and then I have other rules, again 7 rules, and information about strategy and trading plan, psychology. And also I do journaling, which is very important to remember what I do. So I do it on a paper book, on a block, like a book. I write it down, and I also take screenshot of every single trade that I do on TradingView after I hit stop loss or take profit, depends. And then sometimes I just check my journal, I check my pictures, and that's how I keep my trades. I remind of my trades, my past trades, so that I can do better next time. That's it.
So do you have any suggestion or any advice for the new buyer when they come to this market?
First thing it would be to start with demo accounts, probably, while learning about strategy and psychology in the same time. But first is strategy. Very important to learn about that and start trading on demo accounts or small accounts with small amounts. And learning with YouTube, also books, but you can learn a lot with YouTube actually. And you have to learn about psychology altogether, train for a few months, and backtesting the strategy and see if you have profits or not after a few months, how long it takes for you to be at break even at least. And when you are ready and you make already profit, it can take 1 year, 2 years or more. Then you can start with a bigger account or a challenge. If you can choose a challenge from 10K to 200K, whatever, how much you want to invest.
So what is the pair, the most easy pair for the new buyer to start with?
It will be Euro USD.
Euro USD?
I think so. USD CAD is pretty good too. GBP GPY. AUD USD.
What about GBP USD? Or also, GBP GPY?
Both of them are very good actually. And I would avoid Nasdaq, Dow Jones and gold at the beginning.
What about oil?
Oil also I would avoid. Or maybe just trying, but I don't think it's very good idea. You can better start with Forex, but me I would recommend Forex. But if you already been backtesting and working with Nasdaq, gold, oil for a long time, then you can do it. But as a beginner, I started with Forex. That's why I recommend it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you can do these other commodities, but you risk less.
Vậy thì ở trong cái buổi nói chuyện ngày hôm nay, chúng ta biết được rất là nhiều kiến thức mới và rất là nhiều câu chuyện mới đến từ các bạn trader nước ngoài. Tuy nhiên có một điều mình vẫn luôn muốn nhắc nhở và vẫn luôn muốn chia sẻ với các bạn là dù mình có hỏi ai đi chăng nữa, những người có kinh nghiệm rất là lâu năm trên thị trường, tất cả chỉ quay quanh câu chuyện đấy. Các bạn phải tự tin với bản thân là một, và thứ hai nữa các bạn phải tôn trọng cái kỷ luật của chính các bạn đề ra. Và đây một cái thị trường không dễ là để kiếm tiền, và khả năng các bạn mất tiền cũng như là mất toàn bộ số tiền các bạn đầu tư là có, và thậm chí đấy là khả năng rất là rõ rệt. Vậy nên một lần nữa các bạn hãy tôn trọng việc là kiếm được kiến thức trước khi kiếm được tiền. Và một lần nữa thì mình muốn gửi lời cảm ơn đến bạn trader của chúng ta ngày hôm nay. And thank you very much for joining with us today. So do you want to say something with my viewer?
Just wish you guys luck, and thank you for watching the video.
How can them contact you on Instagram or Facebook or something?
Yeah, I only have Instagram.
Yeah.
So and
here's his Instagram account. Yeah. So bye bye.
Bye.